Sounds on the beat. Sounds on the beat.
I just hopped up out the train, about to do another show. Cashing my checks in, then I do the woo. Either I'm fast or the city really slow, cause I'm passing them like, bro, let's go. Oh, they mad, huh? Oh, they mad, huh? The gag is I'm a shade anyway. But the gag is I'm a show out all day. And the gag is they gon' tune in anyway. These bitches could never. Let's go. I finally caught the Wendy Williams show today, and it is just horrible. I mean, like, at this point, are you just finding people at the fucking taco stand and bringing them up in there? And that, I mean, at this point, I really don't understand what those people are doing. Hello, everybody. Hi, I've had such a great week. I flew into town this morning at 6 in the morning. I've been up since 4:30 a.m. and I'm still going. And I had to be here. And let me tell you guys why I don't promote gagging as much on Instagram anymore or Facebook. And it's not because they don't like black people. It's because my graphic designer opened a restaurant. His ass decided he was going to stop cooking up my flyers and start doing something else. And I'm very particular about my brand and who I deal with. So I don't just hire any graphic artist. So if you are, he's back now because his restaurant is doing good, I guess. And he needs the money. But if he's watching, I'm not really talking about you, KB. I like KB. He's great. I really like his work and he's fast. So he's back. So hopefully we'll start to get these flyers again. So, hey, how is everybody? I'm good. Oh, by the way, I'm popping. I didn't know I was popping as much as I am, but I'm really fucking popping. And it's all because of the people that show up for the show. I met somebody last night, and I was in Sacramento speaking at a survivors conference of a bunch of people, about 600 people who've been victims of violent crimes. You know, I lost my brother and I was shot. So I went there to talk about being a survivor and how I've worked through my pain and how I've turned my pain into my passion and my purpose and how I'm doing all this amazing work. And she watches the show. And so she was like saying to me, like, she never calls in because she's afraid of what to say. But she said she's going to call in to ask me what I'm doing just so I could push this.
Bitch, I'm all right. I'm gagging.
Why y'all like to call in and get disrespected? Out the gate. You can't just call in and say hello. You want to be called a bitch. But whatever. I'll call it to you if you come. All right. Well, look, let me give y'all some information before we get started because you should have this number already. The number right here, 1402-GAGGING. So you can call in. I'm going to take calls tonight. And then this is how you can come in and get in the queue. The queue is already full, I think. It's almost full, but I'm going to start kicking some people to recycle you in. And if you don't have on a gagging sweater or a gagging shirt, this is the last week I'm going to bring you up on here because we're getting back to the basics. If you don't have a gagging mug, you don't got this one because it's not for sale yet. But I only made 3,000 of these. And so once the 3,000 are sold, we're going to discontinue these, maybe at least for whatever. It says we are not the same. We're getting ready to shoot our collection. Our collection comes out in June. And I'm excited for you all to get it. We're going to do a whole collection. It's going to be sickening. I'm hiring these models. I'm hiring this dope-ass art photographer. We're going to shoot it, and we're going to sell the fuck out of these products. All right, well, look, you can take that down. Hey, who else does a Wendy style show besides me? I'm not even trying to be Wendy. I'm trying to be Jason. But when I actually sit here and I'm talking to the camera by myself and I'm talking to me and I'm looking at you, looking at me, and I'm looking at you and me, who does it? Who can sit here and do it? Nobody. Nobody, baby. But have they given me the chance? No. Why? Because they know I own that shit. And I'm flying to New York this week to have lunch with Wendy. I'm going to sit down. We're going to spill some tea and see if she'll do an interview with me. Baby, if they let me and Wendy Williams do an interview, just one-on-one, about how Wells Fargo tried to steal all her money and how she had to get, man, if they let me unlock Wendy Williams Unlocked, that's what it will be called, Wendy Unlocked. By the way, I'm leaving Wells Fargo. I'm moving all my money, all them zeros. I'm leaving that bank. I'm going to another bank. Process already started. They ain't finna lock up my money. Okay, well, look. So I'm very honored to say that I'm a staple in hip hop. And now I think I've arrived because look at a video I just posted on Instagram. Take a look. Say Fivio's in here. Wiz Khalifa. He probably got his dick jingling. You know, he been wearing them underwears. Hit Boy, the baby. Lot of. Oh, boy, I tell you, I'm just reading up on all these rappers. Like, what y'all all doing? Say Fivio's in here. Wiz Khalifa. He probably got his dick jingling. You know, he been wearing them underwears. Hit Boy, the baby. Lotto. Ooh, Lotto. I like Lotto. And then Playboy Cardi. And he still got his lip gloss popping. So I was flipping through here. Look at Lotto looking all cute and shit. I was flipping through. Oh, and look at who's in here. Oh, double XL. Y'all don't let a nigga inside. Y'all gave me a whole page. Look at the baby. You even smaller than me in double XL. But I still fuck with you though. Thank you so much, Bianca in double XL. They said get into it. Hollywood's current media all-star. Jason Lee is a really big fan of hip-hop. Baby, I remember the days I used to post Word Up magazine on the wall in my bedroom at my mama house. And now I'm in double XL. Y'all finally got it right. Put me on the cover now. Thank you. Go get it. Bye, double XL. I proudly have to say this is all because of y'all, because y'all show up every week and they know that y'all are going to show up. So now y'all need to go buy this magazine. Buy the magazine. But no, this is dope. You know, it's so crazy to be an openly gay male. Hand me that right there. It's so dope to be an openly gay man. And here I am on the tips of hip hop. Double XL, Drink Champs, Breakfast Club. No matter where the culture lives, you're going to find Jason Lee. I just want to say thank you to Bianca Torres. This was her last interview she did before she left Double XL. And shout out to Shot by Sham, who shot this amazing photo with this cute ass Dior sweater. All right, but anyway, Playboy Cardi's on the cover, Double XL. Baby, we did it. You know, I really believe like when I win, we all win. I don't win alone. I mean, Melissa Ford doesn't get to win anymore because it's all about me, Beyonce, at this point. Anyway, this is Gagging with Jason Lee, and I'm back for another great episode. We have an exciting show full of gags, and then I'm going to give you a chance to come and talk to me. I already gave you the number, and I gave you the link. But let me do this real quick and give you the disclaimer. This says that I'm going to be using language that's explicit, so you already know this if you've been following the show. It also says that I'm going to be using stuff covered under fair rights or fair use, but even though my attorney just did a training and we're unclear what we could actually use, right? I was more confused. I said, girl, we're going to have to add an expert on the team to work with you. And then whatever these people say, especially Amber Lynn, sue her, don't sue me. I'll get you her address. She's somewhere in Victorville. All right. It is entirely too much going on. You know, I only have a show once a week. We're changing that because there's so much happening on a daily basis. I want to have a voice every single day in the culture. I want to have a voice every day. So if something happens on Monday, you tune in on Tuesday to see what Jason thinks. Something happened on Tuesday, you turn in Wednesday. You know, you get it. So I'm figuring that out. But until then, I'm going to be here once a week on this show talking my shit. Okay, now there's been a lot going on, and I have not gotten into it until right now, and it's fine. It's time for the cappuccino style tea with Jason Lee. All right, listen, y'all. Listen. I got over getting in trouble because who can get in trouble when you work for yourself? Ain't nobody gonna clock me out. But I got to talk about some foolery. There's a lot of stuff happening. I've been on the phone with lots of people this week, and I always wonder if I should talk about my private phone calls. I don't talk about the details of the private phone calls, but that's really why y'all tune in, because y'all want the TT. Okay, so look, it's only 1,450 people in here. So I'm gonna tell you before everybody else shows up. Okay. So every time I get drunk, or every time, I don't want to say get drunk. Let me back up. Wait, hold on. Wait, where's it at? Hold on. Wait. Where's it at? Where's that? I know I got the button. Nope. Okay. Every time I have a drink, or two, or 20, I have this thing with FaceTiming Rihanna. I don't know what it is. It's like it's the only phone number I can find in my phone when I'm drinking. And I feel like at this point, people around me should know, okay, he's been drinking. Let's take his phones because he's going to bother her. This girl is pregnant. Like she is ready to have the baby pregnant. This weekend, I'm at the club, a day party, and I'm chilling. And I see her brother, Rory. Now, Rory, I knew before I knew her, and he's always been cool. And our relationship was established based on him just being Rory because he's cool, not because he's her brother. I don't do the whole let me be friends with your kids and your husband and your daddy to get to you. I feel like God will manifest the relationship for you if it's meant for you. And then every other relationship he manifests for you, it is what it is. I'm a very social person. So if you see me out, I'm cool. I try to connect with a lot of people, not as much to give my phone number out no more because people be playing on my phone. But I seen Rory out, and I've been telling Riri, if she doesn't give me my perfume and she doesn't give me the photo that we took together that she says she put in a frame, I'm going to launch a campaign with the Gag Nation against Fenty. It's going to be Fenty Nation. The Fenty Nation. That is what they're going to call the war between Gag Nation and Fenty. Okay, Robin, if you're nasty. They're going to have a problem because she is not giving me my gifts. Rihanna, my mother used to promise me stuff. My father told me he was going to give me a remote control helicopter. He never gave it to me. You're bringing back old feelings. I'm having issues. Give me my shit. So I drink some drinks. I see Rory, and then I text Riri the picture, and I say, I'm going to hold your brother for ransom until I get my shit. And so she starts laughing. Anyway, I FaceTime her. I have to tell you, she is so beautiful without makeup and pregnant. I had to tell him, like, you just going to be, I know you pretty when you're not pregnant, but you just going to be pretty and pregnant. I said, what are you doing? She was cooking. Can you imagine Rihanna is cooking, barefoot and pregnant and cooking? I don't see that. I just see like some type of savage campaign or so. I don't see it. But she was cooking. But anyway, shout out to Reed. She's so sweet. She's just that girl is a nice person. I'm so happy for her. And I'm so happy for Rocky. But wouldn't they have the most amazing sex tape? I ain't gonna lie. I don't subscribe to OnlyFans, even though I know a lot of OnlyFans creators. But if Rihanna and Rocky had an OnlyFans, that would be a credit card I would put on. I would get a credit card just for that account. And I wouldn't even put an alias name. I would say Jason Lee is subscribing. And I would watch every piece of content. I would just be there on my way to work. I would just be flipping Rihanna and Rocky. That's just too hot to think about. Anyway, I'm sorry I got distracted. I literally just had a moment. All right. Well, anyway. Megan Thee Stallion has spoken. I'm not big on cancel culture. And I was the main person saying that I was not going to rush to judgment on Tory Lanez just because Megan and everybody said that he shot her. Because Megan had said, some stuff on Twitter in response to him saying stuff, him being Tory Lanez. But now Megan is speaking out, and I am here for it all. But what I'm really interested in is how the audience is responding to her finally speaking out. That's what I'm gagging over. Gagging over. Because I think the internet is full of hypocrites. Okay, but I'm going to get into this really quick because the same day I was tipsy and texted Rhea, I was also texting Megan. I'm not going to talk about that conversation though. Megan Thee Stallion decided that it was finally a good time to sit down and talk about what has been going on for, I don't know, a year or two now, because, you know, she was in a car with Tory, a security guard, and the girl Kelsey, who was her best friend, who they said was sleeping with Tory, allegedly, as she was allegedly sleeping with Tory too, which we're going to talk about. Well, anyway, she sat down with Gayle King amidst this whole trial with Tory, who she said shot her in 2020. And in this interview, Megan talked about a whole bunch of stuff, even what led up to it all. And she said that Tory has allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, offered her $1 million to shut her mouth. And her ex-best friend, Kelsey. Kelsey went on to do a whole song because she thought she was going to be a hot girl summer, and it was like a cold bitch winter. It didn't give anything. It didn't even give you a lukewarm spring. It just literally was a blip on the blogosphere. Now, Megan, she opened up about this $1 million, and baby, she held nothing back. Listen.
Argument in the car?
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. Mm. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like, we fuss about silly stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. But I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy.
It shouldn't have escalated to the way that it did.
So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. Yes. And all I hear is this man screaming, he said, "Dance, bitch." And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, he shot a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And I was so scared.
In the car shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window shooting. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick. Like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before. Like, drop down and I crawl in somebody's driveway. Like, I can't believe you shot me.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying?
He's apologizing. He's, I'm so sorry. Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you sorry, just help me. Like.
Well, that was Megan talking. Now, the craziest part about it all is that y'all been riding with Meg against Tory since the beginning. And now we're going to get to the comments later, but y'all all are now body language experts. I saw one lady literally say she was a body language expert. I went to her page. She sells weave. Now, are you reading the language of what hair the body needs? Like, what do you mean you're a body language expert when you sell phony ponies? Like, I'm over the world at this point. I'm just over the internet. I'm over cancel culture. But Megan felt it was important for her to address this. She also talked about lying to the police because, you know, she said that she had stepped on glass before the doctors revealed that there were actually bullet fragments in her feet. This is what she said.
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me, and what happened to you? And I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
I didn't. For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like, even though this person just did this to me, my first reaction still was to try to save us. Like, I didn't want to see anybody die. So I just said, I stepped on glass. So when I see people trying to use that against me, like trying to act like I'm lying, oh, she stepped on glass, she never got shot. I'm the one who said I stepped on glass. I was lying to protect all of us. And sometimes I wish I really would have never said that.
You wish you would have just told the truth.
I wish I would have told the truth, but if it saved all of us from dying, then that's just probably what it was meant to be.
Now, she's saying them from killing us. There were 4 people in the car, reportedly. There was Megan, Kelsey, Tory, and the bodyguard, which means the bodyguard happened to be Tory's bodyguard, and then Kelsey was there with Megan. Now, remember the whole backstory from what I heard from somebody close to the situation, EJ King, was that they were all at Kylie Jenner house and got too intoxicated, and Kylie asked them to leave after Tory was trying to sleep with Kylie, allegedly. And then when they got kicked out, they all got in the car and a fight happened, not just because of that, but because at the time, Megan allegedly found out that Kelsey was also allegedly sleeping with Tory. Well, Gayle King asked her if she had sex with Tory. Gayle King, you are messy. You are a messy ass, low grade blogger. That's what they call me. So I'm gonna call you because you're doing my job. Why don't you stay over there talking about Mr. Rogers and Pink Panther and all the shit that CBS worried about? Stop coming in the trenches of what we talk about over here. Because Gayle, you're being messy now. Gayle, you're being messy. Okay. Now, when they turn around and ask you if you slept with Oprah, don't be mad. Because you asking, this is what you asked Meg about her sleeping with Tory.
And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So why do you think he's putting out the story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up?
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that he committed a crime.
Well, Gayle, first of all, I don't believe Gayle slept with Oprah. I really don't. They've already addressed that. I just want to put that out there because Gayle is a respectable journalist, and I love Gayle. I ain't gonna lie. But Gayle asked that messy ass question that we all wanted to know because we believe they were together. Remember, there were photos of Tory Lanez and Megan swimming in the pool together, waking up early in the morning, like they were hanging out. So I don't know necessarily that I believe that. I gotta ask some more questions. And I like Tory. So let me preface what I'm gonna say with I like Tory. Because he's always nice to me, but then again, I know people are nice to me because I'm Hollywood Unlocked. Like, what you gonna do? Get in a fight with somebody that's gonna drag you for filth every day? Like, who wants that? And he's always been nice to me. And his whole squad. I've been in Tory's house, all that. But Meg has also been nice, very nice to me too. I don't see Tory Lanez because Megan is a big girl. Like Megan is a big, thick, Houston-bred girl. Body, yada, yada, yada. She's tall as hell. And it's almost like my dogs, Gucci and Chanel. Like Gucci hella big and Chanel hella small. And Chanel hella active and always wants the attention, but Gucci just be paying it like, girl. So I'm not comparing them to my dogs. I'm just trying to say, like, I don't see Tory and Meg having sex. But then again, I do believe there was something there. Something was cooking. And she wants to distance herself from him. But here's why I believe Meg when she talked about covering up for him during the shooting. A lot of women who are in domestic violence relationships cover up for their abusers. And I believe in this instance, Megan was covering up when they asked her originally because she didn't want to snitch on her man. And she was protecting her man. And, you know, maybe there was an element of not wanting to get killed. The police they're not going to kill you when the police are standing there. He ain't that stupid. But, you know, she was covering up for the man that she was probably with at the time. That night went downhill fast, huh? Got kicked out of Kylie house, got in a fight with Tory Lanez, he jumping over the seats. I almost said jumped out the car seat. I'm gonna stop making jokes because I like Tory. And then you're shooting at her and you're allegedly saying dance bitch, not dance bitch, yada yada. Like what kind of the Coachella dancing? I know she had the sturdy knees, but what was you expecting her to do in the middle of the street in LA and you shooting at her? Tory is not even a citizen of this country, so he's probably potentially going to lose his right to be here. They're going to probably find him guilty if this is her testimony. And if Kelsey comes in and Kelsey wants that relationship back with Megan, she going to ride with Megan. And they're going to end up back on the gram. Blac, Chyna, and Amber Rose 2.0. And you're going to be in jail with R. Kelly. Well, that's what it looks like is happening. So I personally don't understand how all this happened. But the other thing I don't understand is why all the people online don't believe Megan. You guys, when y'all come up here and talk to me, please tell me why you do not believe Megan, because I'm still going to be neutral, but I'm going to be fair neutral until the verdict is reached in court. Because a lot of you jumped in the Hollywood Unlocked comments. It was like 5,000 or 6,000 something comments, and y'all were reading Meg for filth. And I side-eyed every single one of y'all. Because I'm like, y'all be talking about protect black women, and then y'all turn around and flip-flop every time. Y'all don't want to protect black women. Y'all just want to be messy. Well, this is what some of y'all said in the comments, because I screenshot it. One person said, how is she doing a whole interview and the trial hasn't even started yet? This is Jerry Swain shaking my head. Girl, them tears not coming out. This is as bad as the Travis Scott interview, and y'all wonder why there's some people who don't believe her. She don't sound believable at all. I'm sorry. And how she get to talk about Tory, Tory can't. Why she only talk about this when she drops stuff, that's throwing me off. Even Stevie Wonder. Okay, I'm not about to do that. Come on. We're not going to talk about Stevie Wonder. Well, you asked the question, why is she able to talk about this and Tory isn't? You do realize that Tory has been talking about this for a long time. Tory did a video. Did y'all forget about the video? Let me show you a screenshot from the video. This photo right here is a photo of a dead animal's foot, and on the board it says HGS special, Hot Girl Summer Special. So he been talking about it. He did post on social media. He's talked about it, and they even released some confidential memo from the courtroom that's not even supposed to be out, alleging that his DNA wasn't found on the weapon or the magazine. But it's creating confusion in the world. And we're all so glued to every detail that we don't believe anybody at this point. So half of you believe Tory did it, and half of you believe that Meg is lying. And somewhere in the middle of that is the truth. And it ain't with Kelsey, because she did a whole song about, I mean, the girl tried to start a whole rap career off this drama. But then they were probably all drunk and don't remember who shot who. Because they were, hold on a minute, hold on. I saw a comment that I want to respond to. Funny how Jason tone changed when he become friends with Megan. Megan is not my friend. Tory is not my friend. If you really want the real tea and opinions, because your opinion don't matter and your tea is cold, I had Megan and Tory's number at the same time, and I've talked to Tory more than I've talked to Megan. I've been at Tory's home, and I've been out partying with Tory, and I talked to Tory. Tory called me the other day about some shit we wrote because he felt like it was unfair, and we talked about it, and I left it up. So you really don't know what you're talking about. That's why your opinion is such a basic bitch one. When it comes to Megan, I do talk to Megan because, in all fairness to her, I was very biased because I was mad at Megan. And I talked about that on one of my shows recently where I had to call her and apologize for my behavior. And nothing preempted that. I just felt like in my spirit, I'm growing and I'm evolving, and she deserved an apology. You could take that comment down. And so it's not about being friends with Meg or Tory. It's about being fair. And when you're being unbiased, I can't come out here today and say that he shot her, and I can't come out here and say that she's lying. What I can come out here is ask all of y'all motherfuckers why y'all in the comments saying you don't believe her. Because you guys are the ones in the comment. I have not said I believe or don't believe. I'm just stating the facts as I know them. Well, Whack 100, friend to the show and friend in real life, he's weighed in, and he ain't holding back, and he don't care what I or you or anybody had to say. And this is what he said. On social media, he said, not only did we say you lied, you said you lied. Now it went from saying you stepped on glass to a gunshot to the foot to I didn't want them to kill any of us. I'm crying for Tory Lanez, the real victim. All this needs to stop. No DNA or prints on the gun, and she's still going. Guess we can call it the little boy that cried wolf after a stallion is a colt at birth, right? Hope that didn't go over your heads. Whack, please put your Twitter down. Just get off social media. I love Whack 100, but I'm sick of his Instagram because Whack knows how to stay in the middle of some shit that don't got nothing to do with him. But we love Whack over here. Well, but that's what he said. But here's the deal. I don't know that we should be so fast to rush to judgment. I'm not saying Tory did it. I'm not saying he didn't do it. We don't know. And we are not the court. We are the court of public opinion, but there's no ruling here that matters other than a lot of people get their 140 characters off on Twitter. So Megan, has said what she said, and Tory has said what he said, and Tory actually went to jail because he violated a court order not to say anything, and then he got out. But now Meg's not going to jail, so maybe there's some unbiased treatment in the court. I don't know. Well, 50 Cent, who also is a troll, jumped into the conversation, and this is what he said. He said, now that I don't believe she had to think about her answer, shaking my head, all this shit is crazy. So old boy did the Harlem Nights shake and said, dance, bitch. And then he promoted his cognac. Eddie Murphy did shoot the hell out of Della Reese, right? In Harlem Nights. Remember when he said, I'm going to shoot your little pinky toe off, and he shot that little fat thing off? You know what's crazy is Della Reese is dead, so may she rest in peace. But she was evil as fuck. I only met her one time, and she used to drive around on one of those little, those carts when you go to Walmart, and they let you sit in it with a basket, and you ride all around the store? Della Reese, and you can ask Coco from SWV because she was so mean. She almost didn't pay SWV to perform. I hate the live show. Hate it. She almost didn't pay SWV to perform, and so they weren't going to go on. I was there because I was a friend of Taj. This is before she got amnesia and forgot who I was. The girl told me she don't remember me. Ain't that something? She forgot her thyroid medication, too. Built like the Taj Mahal. All right, well, look, the bottom line is me and Coco still cool, and she was the main girl anyway. That's like falling out with Michelle. Like, girl, nobody cares. Friends with Beyonce. So Della Reese was driving around in her little shopping cart, and she was really mean that night, like trying to run people over, yelling or whatever. I saw Loretta Devine running for dear life. But either way, may she rest in peace. Why did I bring up Della? Oh, Harlem Nights. She got that pinky toe shot the hell off. Well, Gail talked about text messages obtained by CBS, got the text messages from Meg's ex-best friend, Kelsey, who apparently texted Meg's bodyguard that night. And this is what she believes is a smoking gun to help. Take a look. The text message, we don't have it. It says, Tory shot Meg. Now, a lot of you have had a lot to say. I don't know what's going on. I haven't asked Meg details, and I haven't asked Tory details. But Meg is not happy that you guys don't believe her, and this is what she said in response. She said, so a man can shoot me, chop up a horse's leg in music videos to taunt me, pay blogs to spread false information from what's happening in court, record studio albums, and make diss tracks. But when I talk to Gayle King, that's the last straw. Fuck y'all. There have been conversations to try to sway the media to believe Tory. I will say that. I'm not going to throw people under the bus, but there has been. And I'm not into private conversations because if you're going to tell me something in private, let me tell you something, but you don't want to go on record or put it out there. You're trying to use me. You're trying to weaponize my platform to take a woman down. And I'm not going to do that. Even when I was mad at Meg, I was never going to try to be personal and destroy her because, I had already done that with Nikki and learned that sometimes you just got to, let the dead bury the dead and let them move on with their lives. You know what I mean? Like my life is good. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm in a good place. So I don't know. Meg is out there telling the truth. I don't know why she chose this timing to do it, but she did it. And so when I bring y'all up here, I want you to tell me what y'all think about it because I don't know. This is kind of interesting. All right, let's move on. I have been talking to Blac Chyna every day. But she's not giving me any tea because I don't know if she can't talk, but she's not giving me tea. But I'm checking in every day. Kylie Jenner is now slamming Blac Chyna. How you gonna slam the woman whose baby daddy you took out the house? You made her a single black mother when you took her man when you was only 16 years old. This was before you even had lips. You took this man out the house because you saw that big old dick that was on the internet. Are the Kardashians just evil people? I mean, I know I love their hustle, but am I missing something? Are these like the most evil people in the world? I think I need one day to sit down in a round table with the people who've been victimized the most and who are not afraid of the media to tell me how the spawns of Satan have ruled the earth for this long. They gonna run up on the wrong Tokyo Tony she gonna uppercut Kris Jenner one day in the streets. They have top line security and they have money, so they can protect themselves. Plus, they manipulate the fuck out of the media. You know, I can't wait. I wish they go to war with me, because baby, when I tell you the way I'll be sitting outside that Hidden Hills house with a reporter, with a camera and a video recorder, interviewing people as they drive by. Do you like this, Chris? Do you like the Kardashians? I will be menace to society. I will hire protesters to stand in the neighborhood. I will hire people to stand at the grocery store. I will do things. Okay, so that's why I'm not afraid. Okay, my white grandma, my white mama tried to take me out. These white women are not going to do nothing to me, so I'm not worried about them. Okay, and they ain't going to try to corrupt me either, because I ain't fucking on them. I wouldn't even fuck Rob. Ain't no Kardashian getting this penis. But I bet you know what's so crazy? Never mind. I'm just leave it alone. Blac Chyna has filed this $100 million lawsuit, and it ain't going away because she filed against the Kardashians, and this trial is going down in LA. We've been trying to get Alexis in the courtroom to see what's actually happening, because I want to know everything down to what the wigs look like, what the skin look like, what the outfits look like, because the Kardashians, they've paid to be some of the most beautiful women in LA. And they look good, and they got fashions. But Kylie is trying it now with Chyna. Now, Chyna need to go ahead and subpoena Tyga and get him on the stand and ask questions about when he shoved that big old penis up in her. Get ages and documents and texts. If I was, I could not be in this trial, because then I would put Kris Jenner on and say, you knew your daughter was sleeping with a grown man and you was okay with that? You let your 16 daughter have sex with a grown man? You let your daughter, you, the same mother who allegedly helped to market the sex tape. This is what they said. I didn't say that. When you talk about credibility, let's see if E! News writes about that. You know, E! News made up a whole story on Kanye West, and when we checked them about it, they said they want us to give them a statement so they could change the story. How you ask somebody to give you a statement to change the story you know you got wrong? And then when you go to E! News, go to Instagram right now, click E! News, the first link up there, and click it and see what it do. It's going to bring up their E! News on Instagram page. And if you see, there's a whole section for the Kardashians. They work for them. Anyway, this whole shit is just fucking crazy. So last week we learned of text messages showing that Kris Jenner called Blac Chyna ghetto. We talked about that. And they said she also called her stupid and telling E! to cancel her and Rob's show. That's what led to this whole lawsuit. We also learned that Chris's text to her son Rom telling her, quote, ditch the bitch. This the bitch right here. This bitch. Okay. Chyna was best friends with Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian brought her around, and then she slept with Tyga, took Tyga away from her. So she then slept with her brother and had a baby. It was all a dream. That's the name of the kid. Go get XXL magazine. All right. So ditch the bitch. And aside from Chyna's claims of domestic violence abuse, Rob Kardashian is saying that Chyna, put a gun to his head and all that. Now, Chyna says she was just joking. She didn't mean to scare nobody. She wasn't going to shoot him. She just put a gun to his head. It's like, come on, we do this, bro. And then she wrapped a phone cord around his neck. And you know it had to be a big phone cord because you saw his neck. I'm not fat shaming. So Kylie now is on the stand testifying on her brother's behalf, bringing up Chyna's past relationship with Tyga. Now, this is where it's getting messy as fuck. Because how you gonna bring up the ex relationship of some man you slept with when you was a kid? You opening the door. Chyna, if your attorney is good, they're opening the door to talk about the relationship. Someone right now, Tyga is holding on to his genitals, checking his OnlyFans payment, wishing y'all would shut the fuck up. He don't want nothing to do with it. Let me go through the history of what the families look like. In happier times, here was a photo of Tyga, Chyna, and their kid, Cairo. Now, Chyna then came all the way up because here she looked like Keisha Cole when she dropped her first single, don't she? But don't they look happy as hell? They look like a black couple from the hood that's happy. I don't care what nobody said. I think Tyga's cute. Do you think Tyga's cute? You're just mad.
I don't want to be
You don't think? I think Tyga's cute, very cute. Tyga's also. I have to say this about Tyga. Tyga is one of the few people, one of the few rappers who, when some shit goes down that ain't true, and we put on Hollywood Unlocked or it's whatever, it's what we know, what we see, he will call me in a very civil way and have a conversation about it. And he doesn't ask us to take it down. He just colors the rest of the picture. And so I do respect the fact that he does pick up the phone. He's never done my show because he know the minute he get on my show, I'm gonna be like, how much money did you pay to get out of that? Because technically, Tyga could go to prison. Tyga could go to prison unless Kris Jenner says she gave permission for her to pop that pee at a young kid age. But Kris Jenner's never going to do that. Like, that white woman is never going to walk in court with her Celine on and say, I told my daughter to pop the pee. Never. Well, here's a photo of Kylie, Tyga, and Angela's child. See, this be the disrespect right here. How you take my man, break up my family, then have the audacity to throw my kid a birthday party and take my baby daddy and take a picture. It's the disrespect. She's probably, what, 17 here, 18? Okay, well, and then here's a photo of Rob, Chyna, and it was all a dream. Wait. Go back to Chyna and Tyga and Cairo. No, we didn't select Disneyland photo. Y'all are, this production is a hot ass mess. Y'all pick photos of that. Go to the other one, happiest place on earth. Y'all just fucking up Mickey and Minnie. The whole credibility of Disneyland is down the drain. They need to, you know what would be funny? If they subpoenaed Mickey and Minnie Mouse to court. Baby, if Mickey and Minnie walk in court in full costume and testify about the moments they spent with them, I'm telling you, at that point, I'm out of here. The show is over. I don't want nothing else to do with reporting on celebrity. If Mickey Mouse, if the court, what's the person called that's making the pictures? If the court artist draws a picture of Minnie Mouse like this, with Kris Jenner sitting in the background, I'm fucking throwing my phone out of the window. Because at that point, y'all done fucked up childhoods for everybody. Chyna, hold on.
It wasn't Photoshop.
I'm about to text Chyna to subpoena Mickey Minnie Mouse. Okay, I'm going to call back. I'm going to call back in a minute. I'm talking to this hot guy in Colombia, and now all these Colombian guys are following me. I'm like, y'all better stop. I'm not giving green cards out. I'm getting married. Hey, baby. All right. So Kylie is saying that Tyga told her that Chyna was violent. Since when do you get to talk? I watch Judge Judy every day. And you do know I'm a judge myself. Johnny, run the promo clip for Judge. I mean, in case the people don't know, I'm a judge. wanted to have credibility that I'm a legal judge. And I rule in the court of public opinion. I don't have my shit because I forgot the props. I wasn't ready for that. But as a judge, Judge Judy says that you can't say what other people say because that's called hearsay. So why is she allowed to testify about what Tyga said? Tyga need to be there. But we went and did some digging because that's what we do. And you shout out to Bossip, even though I don't really deal with those people. But they had a story a while ago with some pictures. Take a look. This was when Chyna was saying that Tyga did this to her eye. And then we said, well, maybe Bossip got it wrong. But then remember, there were stories about Tyga and the other girlfriend. Take a look. Now, Kylie is saying that she tried to warn her brother about Chyna's violent behavior, and also said something about substances that led to Chyna's behavior, like when she allegedly stabbed him. Who she stabbed? Oh, Tyga, with a 6-inch scar on his arm. Now, Tyga hasn't been a saint, as I just showed you the photos of what they allege, and there's been histories of a bunch of violence all the way back in 2014. So we don't know what's real or not real. And we know that the ex Cameron Swanson, this is a photo of her. She also had a black eye. Where's that photo at? Okay. So maybe Tyga just has a thing for the eye. Have y'all seen his if y'all go to his OnlyFans and he's nutting in these girls' eyes, he definitely got a thing for the eye. I'm about to go subscribe tonight. Somebody send me your Cash App credit card so I can put it down, because I ain't putting my name on it. Amberlynn, somebody go rent the videos, get a password and send it to me so I can log in. Because they say he really in there fucking too. In the OnlyFans. He's like a porn star. Give you a taste. Ain't that the song? Well, Tyga was arrested for the Cameron situation for alleged suspicion of domestic violence. But right now he's not being charged, so I don't know. Maybe the girl dropped it. But Kylie hasn't said that Tyga hit her. Okay. But she said that she woke up to threatening texts from Blac Chyna. She said that she sent a bunch of devil emojis. It says something like counting down the days to either beat me or something. I don't know. She didn't know what it meant. The devil emoji in my world means demon time. That's when we gonna go hump. If I send you devil emoji, just come over. Don't even. I got the condoms and the lubricant. Just come over. Damn, I be wanting to tell y'all stuff, but I'm so elevated at this point, I can't. Shout out to all 3,585 y'all hoes up in here. Share the live, please. Go to your Facebook, text it to your mama, send it to your pastor. He probably in here anyway, jacking off to my commentary. What if you found your pastor subscribed to Tyga's OnlyFans? You know what I would do? I wouldn't even tell him. I would just come in and I'd be acting like I'm going to lead the Sunshine Band, and I would just put on a praise dance, and then I would push the button, and when they think I'm going to play Fred Hammond, I would play Taste by Tyga, and then look back at the pastor. Half y'all been looking back at your pastor anyway. Hoping you're going to become the first lady. Yeah, pastor's not leaving his wife for you. Well, I like Kylie, and I love Chyna when she's not threatening my staff. She's literally threatened 3 of my staff, by the way. She never threatened me, but she did threaten 3 of my staff. And now she's forgiven them all. So Chyna, she's agreed to come on my show after the trial. And baby, when she comes, we're unpacking all of this. Because I do believe what also has happened is I do believe that the Kardashians are feeding the media stuff from the court to try to beat her in the court of public opinion. Now, I also was told today something that was very devastating to the case. I'm going to put that story out tomorrow. I'm not even going to spill that to you today, but some shit went down at the courthouse where the judge had to take action in response to something that the Kardashians did. But I'll drop that to you on Hollywood Unlocked tomorrow. Jason, stop pretending like you elevated and tell us. No. I should read Word Up Magazine. Yo, by the way, if you're just tuning in, I'm in this edition of the XXL magazine. Go get it on stands or wherever you get it. Subscribe to it. Thank you, XXL. Playboy Cardi's on the front. He really is wearing makeup. lip gloss and everything. I'm sorry, but I'm not kissing no man with no lip gloss, and I love to kiss. But if I kiss you and I taste Revlon in my mouth, bitch, I'm calling the authorities. If I taste any cosmetic, if you lay on my pillow, because some of y'all wish you could have skin like this. I don't know if you guys could see it, but my skin is really, really good. Does it look good in the screen? Can you tell? My skin is really good. This is 44 years old too. So I've had men who masculine as hell, look like they got a gun on them. You know, they get dropped off by the baby mom or something. They spend the night, lay on the pillow, whole face on the pillow. It's like a fingerprint, just the whole left side of their face. I see the outline of the nose and shit. I'm like, nigga, you actually wore concealer? What are you? If you're concealing something on your face, I know you concealing something in real life. Ladies, if you were laying in bed with a man and he left his whole face on your pillow, is that a deal breaker for you? If you ever have a man, ladies, who wears tinted moisturizer to bed and or makeup, this is what you do. Come close. This is what you do, okay? Lick your finger and touch his butthole. And if he giggles, he got fucked. I'm just telling you. This is Jason Lee telling you. Because don't no straight man want you touching his booty hole. Now, that don't mean that he ain't got his dick sucked, but I'm just telling you right now, if your man wearing concealer or tinted moisturizer, because that's the new gig, right? I don't wear makeup. I wear tinted moisturizer. Bitch, that's a compact in liquid form. That is a concealer. If they lay on your bed and you see mascara print or lip gloss or something, don't let him tell you he metrosexual. He's taking dick in West Hollywood. I can tell you right now. I know the bathrooms in which they're doing it in, because the bathrooms at the Abbey, the door goes all the way to the ceiling. You don't know what's going on there. If your man ever been to a club where the whole bathroom stall door goes from the bottom to the top, meaning he can lock himself in a private room, he done fucked in that bathroom. He done got sucked in that bathroom. What about men that get their gooch play? Lick his gooch and then let your tongue and then touch his ass, see what he do. And then when he don't flinch, touch his booty hole with your finger. That nigga's getting pumped and probably dumped. Be careful. This is why I hate this fucking show. This show is a nasty setup because I really have a lot of reckless ass thoughts. You know, every time I've had sex with a straight man, I'm always wondering what's going on in their mind. Like, how are you going to go home and process this? And I'm a fucking therapist, not a fucking therapist. Like, damn, he a fucking therapist. No, I'm a fucking therapist. So after I fuck you and I know it's your first time, I will call you and do aftercare. I want to talk you through it. I'm going to send you breakfast in the morning. You know what I mean? I'm going to send your girl some flowers, check on your kids and shit. Like, I'm a fucking therapist. I don't want you to go through this by yourself. Why am I talking about this? Who are we talking? What is this even? Take her off the screen. How do we get in this? Can y'all please keep me on track? There's no production here to keep me on track. Alexis is just sitting over here taking notes. I'm going to touch his asshole, see if he giggles, put my finger in it, call the police. This guy told me the other day, I said, man, I wish you were gay because I would make you my man. You know what he said to me? I'll be your boyfriend 10 days a month. That was kind of hot though. But I did meet somebody in the interim that I like. So no. 10 days a month though. I could pick any days, any location. And the guy's actually a sweetheart. All right. Well, anyway, speaking of sex, Bobby Smurder is celibate. So none of y'all getting this prison dick at all, okay? It's been a year since Bobby's been out. You know, fun fact, I could tell you this now because I don't live there anymore. I used to live in New York at this building called the Sky Tower. It's a building in Manhattan on 42nd and 11th. And I used to love that building. I lived there for a year on the 39th floor. Well, Bobby Smurder lived in my building. He was one of my neighbors. And I remember when I moved in, I called Remy and I was like, Remy, you got to move in my building. Everybody in here, so-and-so. I can't say who else is there because they still live there. Damn, I shouldn't even say the name. Well, I'm not going to say who else lives there. But anyway, there's a lot of celebrities, a lot of rappers, a lot of people live in that building. And there's a gym attached to it where a lot of celebrities play in that gym. I'm not going to tell you that. Never mind. Fuck it. But anyway, my point is Bobby Shmurda lived in my building. I met him in the lobby and I got connected to him, but we never talked and we never actually did an interview because I just don't think at the time, you know, people probably warned him, don't go over there, he nasty, whatever. But I actually like his interviews. He came home about a year ago from being in prison for 6 years because he didn't snitch. Like he is the antithesis of a 6ix9ine. Okay, well Bobby has been in these streets knocking all these girls down. Him and Chris Brown have had parties out here. I mean, he's in these streets dicking the girls down, giving them that prison penis. He popping prison penis. That's popping P. Okay, well, he revealed that on the day of his release in February of 2021, he had sex with 10 girls in one day after a welcome home party. Now he's saying that he's quitting sex for 6 months because he had an experience that was the worst day ever. Now, for a gay man, it's when you fuck somebody and they shit all on you like it's a Taco Bell Grande. I don't understand why a person would go eat all day long knowing they're going to have intimacy that night. It's like you got in and just Thanksgiving dinner all on the good sheets. And you know, I haven't had sex with somebody in a long time who doesn't know the process of preparation. But for a lot of you dirty, loose booty bottoms who go and use your mama's EBT card to charge up the nastiest food. You eat top ramen, you eat turkey neck, chicken bone, you have hog maws, eggs, you do the little Vienna sausages with a pack of cheese, you smoke some Newports, then you go drink a 40, then shoot over there and go eat the hot Cheetos and then come and just shit all over somebody's good sheets. Now the smell alone will make you not want to call nobody back. And a lot of you have been through it. And ladies, some of y'all getting fucked in your dookie shoots. You done shot all over the shit too because nobody told you. You don't have no gay friend. You let your gay friend do your hair and carry your purse. You don't let the nigga tell you how to clean your track out. And then you a track star letting niggas just run all through your guts. And then all of a sudden, your slinky ass colon is shit everywhere and made a goddamn mess. And don't fuck nobody with no not the hernia, but what's the thing in the back when you have the bumps in your ass? What's it called? Hemorrhoid. Baby, can you imagine if you pop a hemorrhoid? Now you got the hemorrhoid juice all on your shits. And you better, let me tell you. Anyway. My house, if you ever make it to the 3rd floor, in my room is white bedding. Very plush, nice, comfortable ass white bedding. So when men come in my room and see my sheets and see my setup and the big dog sitting there in the windows and the fireplace and the candles burning, and I put a bottle of water on their side of the bed and a bottle of water on mine because, bitch, after I fuck you to death, you're going to need to drink something because I'm going to fuck the hydration out of you. We going to be perspiring. Now, I don't sweat like that, though, because I use very good moisturizer, very good lotion, you know, but I puts in the work. Now, Bobby not putting in my work. He has said that he is not having sex. And all of you in here shaking your head at me, if your grandkids didn't tell you that you was logging into an older gay black man who be fucking digging them out like Sojourner True was trying to get up out of that tunnel, then that's your fucking problem. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I fuck your son, he going to scream Harriet Tubman because I'm going to be the last motherfucking slave up out that ass. But that's why they all love me because I'm a real manly man. You know, ain't no crying and shit. I don't give a fuck how good the sex is. If it's crying, it's because you got to get on that plane and get the fuck out. Or that Uber come. Because, baby, I'll call an Uber in a minute. And if you don't get your shoes fast enough, I'm going to throw them down the stairs and let Gucci take them to you because you got to get the fuck out. Andrew pulls up at my house. My assistant pulls up at 8:45. Alexis and them used to come to my house. This is why I had to get my staff to fuck out my house. Johnny and them having keys and shit. I'm like running niggas through. Not at Bobby's house. Bobby said, y'all can't get no more pee over there. I know somebody said focus. I know this is such a mess. Oh, I need Adderall so I can focus. I need a doctor. And here I said I was going to stop doing the show because I was trying not to be messy. And you fuckers show up in high numbers and just the numbers keep going up. And so does my craziness. Somebody grandma's in here right now and she gonna go buy a vibrator and replay this show back later. Poppin' P. Well, this is what Bobby said about quitting sex. Take a look. Bobby said, had the worst day ever, not having sex for like 6 months. Now, everybody thought that Bobby caught an STD and was burning, but he cleared that up. Look at this fan's tweet. The fan said, Bobby got burned. He said, your mama got burned. Petty as fuck. Bobby, why you so petty? We love it. Bobby, come on, gagging. Come over here. Bobby shared a video on Instagram explaining that he's no longer talking to girls with tongue rings after something happened to his penis. Take a look.
Burning, guys. The bitch try to stick the shit down her motherfucking throat. Shit got caught. Ah!
Ladies, this is the type of guy you guys are giving me your vagina to. Play it again.
Burning, guys. The bitch try to stick the shit down her motherfucking throat. Shit got caught. Ah!
Well, his dick got cut. And so as a result, he's not having sex for 6 months. Bobby's dick will heal within 7 to 10 days if he uses 2% hydrocortisone cream. And then he'll be digging it out again. I mean, you know, there's a cure for everything. There's a fix for everything. Figure it out. Bye, Bobby. He has a good smile, by the way. He's not that bad looking. You think he's bad looking? Put his picture back up. Now this ooh, God caught my mouth. Because I almost said something that would have got me in trouble with take it off. Never mind. Just take everything off. Comments, everything. Just take it off. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Jesus. He caught my mouth. Ooh, the Lord reached down and said, no. Because I was about to get in trouble like a motherfucker. White privilege is back, y'all. White privilege. Okay, so Joe Rogan. Now, let me tell you, I'm a fan of Joe Rogan because of how successful he is. I don't listen to his show like that, but I am paying more attention to him now, of course, because he's in the news for cancel culture. Well, people try to cancel him, and Spotify, where he airs his show, is standing behind him because the Joe Rogan podcast is one of the biggest podcasts in the world with billions of views and millions of listeners. Well, he's laughing at cancel culture. Now, I've been out here saying that we should cancel culture. Well, he's really laughing at it now, right in their face, because he said he's gained 2 million subscribers after being canceled. First, he was canceled for the COVID-19 misinformation, and then again for the use of the N-word. Now, remember, back in 2020, Joe took to his Joe Rogan Experience podcast. Oh, in 2020, he took the podcast to Spotify after signing a distribution deal worth over $100 million. Now, in December 2021, there was the first attempt to cancel him. Remember when the COVID vaccine skeptic on the show named Dr. Robert Malone, he was called out for spreading misinformation. He probably wasn't shadow bound on Instagram like me because Instagram don't care about black people. They care about white people. And I got a whole campaign coming out about that. Go to my Instagram page and look up what I said about Instagram because they are doing some shady shit over there. Well, he got in trouble over there for that. And then again, he got he got canceled for the use of the N-word. You know, he used it so many times that we had to put a video up of India Ari talking about it. And in there, you can hear the words yourself. Look.
Hey, y'all. I want to leave a short message here about why I decided to ask my music be pulled off of Spotify. So check this out.
Like, you know, the nigger thing. Yes. Saying the word nigger. You've already said nigger. D is just like nigger. Saying nigger. She's calling you a nigger. It's like this boy that he's a nigger and starts calling them niggers. Word nigger. There should be a word like nigger, especially like the word nigger. That's our nigger. About niggers. He says nigger. Guy, a nigger. And there are niggers. Start saying nigger. Allowed to use the word nigger. Out the word nigger. See nigger. Word nigger. Say nigger and you couldn't say nigger. And most nigger.
I empathize with the people who are leaving for the COVID disinformation reasons, and I think that they should. I also think that Joe Rogan has the right to say what he wants to say. I also think that I have the right to say what I want to say. So as an artist who builds, Spotify is built on the back of the music streaming. So they take this money that's built from streaming and they pay this guy $100 million, but they pay us 0.003% of a penny. Just take me off. I don't want to generate money that pays this. Just take me off.
Well, she started that, and then she later came back and I think kind of backtracked. But either way, Joe had apologized for all of that and called himself a victim of a political hit job. Now, I want to say this, and this is probably going to sound crazy coming from somebody who talks about culture all day long, and I'm so living in my truth right now when I have to say I'm not a fan of cancel culture. I think that everybody should be able to say what they need to say for their audience, and then we should hold them accountable if it crosses the line. Clearly, this crossed the line and he should be held accountable, but Spotify choosing not to hold him accountable, maybe there's an issue with Spotify, but Joe Rogan is going to talk his shit because I've talked my shit, and I'm going to keep talking my shit because I have something coming very soon that I'm going to probably be pushing the needle on a lot of things too. Well, Joe apologized for the comments, and this is what he said.
I'm making this video to talk about the most regretful and shameful thing that I've ever had to talk about publicly. There's a video that's out that's a compilation of me saying the N-word. It's a video that's made of clips taken out of context of me of 12 years of conversations on my podcast, and it's all smushed together, and it looks fucking horrible, even to me. Now, I know that to most people, there's no context where a white person is ever allowed to say that word, never mind publicly on a podcast. And I agree with that now. I haven't said it in years, but for a long time, when I would bring that word up, like if it would come up in conversation, instead of saying the N-word, I would just say the word. I thought as long as it was in context, people would understand what I was doing. It's a very unusual word, but it's not my word to use. I'm well aware of that now, but for years I used it in that manner. I never used it to be racist because I'm not racist, but whenever you're in a situation where you have to say, I'm not racist, you fucked up. And I clearly have fucked up.
That was his apology. A month later, Joe was under a lot of pressure, and people were pressuring Spotify to drop him. And he said that he would leave Spotify if he had to walk on eggshells. Now, a lot of people were on top of, wanting him to leave until last week when he talked about, flourishing as a result of all this. And this is the new development because this shows you what white privilege actually looks like. Remember, Whoopi Goldberg was suspended for 2 weeks, but I already talked about that, and y'all already know they didn't care. Well, this is white privilege when you can actually sit in your show with complete confidence that you won't lose anything and that you'll walk away from $100 million deal. This is what he said. Listen.
You've been very quiet of late. We haven't heard anything of you.
Really?
I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, no, I mean, basically doing the same thing.
You have been put through the ringer.
Yeah, I definitely got put through the ringer.
Since we last met, I mean, they did a number on you.
They did.
Wow.
It's interesting.
Wow.
But my subscriptions went up massively. That's what's crazy. During the height of it all, I gained 2 million subscribers.
Joe Rogan's podcast pulls in about 11 million listeners an episode, and it's doubled in value since 2020, which is now making it worth $200 million. Now, it's so funny how a Rush Limbaugh, a Howard Stern, a Joe Rogan can say and do anything they want and make $200 million, but a Wendy Williams, a Will Smith, a Jason Lee, somebody who is in the culture can be canceled. Cancel culture. I hope y'all are paying attention. But this is why I would love to go on the Joe Rogan podcast. I'd love to go on the Howard Stern podcast. I just did Piers Morgan's show last week. We didn't have any beef, but I'm sure there's going to be a time where I get on one of these shows and we don't agree. And baby, when I tell you, I'm going to drag them all for filth on their own platform because that's just who I am. But I do think that cancel culture is not, it only applies to Black people. That's it. Okay. So anyway, I can't with this, but it's interesting to sit here and watch how present white privilege is right in our face and that we could do about it. Is there anything we can do about it? When you come up here, let me know. Okay. Bye, Joe. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the bro, Joe. Coyle Ray, she's in the news because she wants to cancel Benzino. This is Coyle Ray's message. Where's it at? This is Coyle Ray's message to Instagram when it comes to her father's Instagram. She wants the Instagram down. Last week, we talked about Coi Leray and her father, Benzino's relationship and their public feuds. I think I told you that I met Coi Leray, and she was a sweet girl. I really like her. I'm waiting on her to come on the show. But she wants Instagram to delete her father's account. She's had enough. She claims that she wants him to stop tarnishing her life and wants him to heal offline. Here's what she said.
It just be like, oh my God. But you know what though? I just pray. I pray, and I'm gonna hit up Instagram. I be trying to hit up Instagram like, yo, I'm like, I don't know who to even contact, but I'm hitting the headquarters, like, report. You crazy? Yes. Hell yeah, try to report him because he needs to know the off button. He does not know the off button, and my dad doesn't understand. Like, yo, I love my dad because it's my like family's everything, right? But blood don't make you family. And when you start doing shit that starts questioning your loyalty and who you are as a person, especially to your own daughter, like, all right, bro, I forgive. I have faith. That's why I'm still here and I'm able to be like, you know what, my father. So I have faith that.
But if you could, you square up with your dad.
If I could, I'll knock him the fuck out, right? I would if I could, but no, it's just, you know, I just have to pray for him, and I want him to heal offline. I really do. I feel like that's how we're gonna be able to get better. I'm doing everything I gotta do for me. This is my time. So you're gonna see me on social media everywhere, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. But him, I'm not saying that he shouldn't be going to live his life, but you definitely shouldn't be using these platforms to tarnish my life and show people what it really is. Because if we take it there, it ain't going to end well, and he knows that. So while we're trying to go ahead and better ourselves and hopefully have a relationship in the future, we got to start somewhere, you know? Yes.
I like her, and I think she raises a good point. I do think that Benzino, I mean, I hate telling people what to do with their children because it ain't my kid, it's his kid. But at some point, I think, Benzino, you just need to move on and do something for yourself. I mean, you do have a new song. 50 Cent, who has something to say about everything, also sounded off on this. This is what 50 Cent said. He says, now would be a good time to stop hating on Coi Leray. I'm going to make her show up on your TVs. Stop worrying about a first week work. Green light gang. She's pretty. Well, Benzino responded. This is what he said. He said, hey, Ratman, a.k.a. 59. I appreciate you putting my Coi on, but does she know you and Stars ain't been seeing eye to eye lately? That was T. Well, I just got my hands on a federal lawsuit saying that the BMF trademark isn't yours and knew about it and never mind and never told me it's your Stars. Big mistake, you dummy. You're dumb ass. Made the decisions not to tell anyone because you already invested too much. I'll be releasing the entire lawsuit real soon, but I'm going to let you marinate for a second before I stick a fork in you. That sounded kind of gay. Benzino, after all that stuff with Chyna, you shouldn't have said sticking a fork in that, sticking nothing in no man, nothing at all. But whatever, come on the show. Benzino said what he said, but he also called out Coi's fake supporters, claiming she got all this love, but don't nobody buy her album. The album sold 11,000 copies in its first week. But she's a new artist. There's just a lot of social hype around her, but she still has to build her follower base. This is what Benzino said about his daughter. What really gets me is all this love and support for Coi, but none of y'all bought the album. Y'all are fake as fuck. All this love, all this I love her. She's grown on me. I want to see her win is all bullshit. All y'all want to do is comment for likes and attention. Go buy her album, you fucking weirdos. You motherfuckers act like you support her, but in all reality, you're really jealous and want to be where she's at. You make it seem like you support her, but won't buy the album. Make it make sense. To y'all getting 100 likes on your comments is success. Y'all brains are fried for real, for real. Let me buy her album right now. Coi Leray. Wait. Coi Leray. Trendsetter. Download. Added to library. Okay, cool. So I supported it. Now, all of this is going on with Coi and her dad, but that wasn't the tea that I got into this week. This rapper named Erica Banks. Now, I've never met Erica, I don't think. If I did meet her, she wasn't memorable enough for me to remember her. But I will also say I do drink and I'm older, so I can't remember everything. But the Houston rapper Erica Banks has had a lot to say. And we know that she wanted Nicki Minaj to give her attention, and Nicki just paid it. And she had a lot to say, but more importantly, she kind of took it out on like the new rappers. And I'm so sick and tired of rap beef between these girls that now we can put Cardi and Nicki aside and give it to Erica and Coi, because this is what she had to say. Take a look.
I love Nicki, but I just feel like I've been trying to reach out to her for a long time, and I just feel like she kind of ignored me, and I feel like she entertained the girls who really don't even know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? And my feelings hurt.
Like who?
Woo!
Call him out.
Y'all know what?
Call him out, Debo.
Now y'all know what girls really can't rap. You know what I'm saying?
We don't
do me like that. I'm gonna have to bring my 30 outside. Now don't do that. But moving on, y'all so crazy. Moving on, yeah. I commented and I said I agree. I agree that, you know what I'm saying, Nikki, you know, kind of flow with the girls who can't really rap. When you got the girls over here who really do. Now, some people might get mad at me for saying that. It's the truth, okay? Everybody can't rap.
But Erica, you haven't even charted on the tinfoil side of Billboard. So how are you even in a position to talk about it? Like, y'all be coming in the game so cocky. Y'all get off that stripper pole for 3 days and all of a sudden you're an expert on who the best rappers are. Like, I love the cockiness that every rapper should have in terms of being great, but why do you got to do it by shading other people? Like, we would not be talking about you if you were not shading Coi Leray, because no matter what you say, she kind of is that new it girl, her and Lotto. You know, and I love that when Lotto came here on Hollywood Unlocked, because, you know, I could trip a girl up and get them to be messy. Lotto was not being messy. She had nothing negative to say about the girls. She did say she doesn't get a lot of support from a lot of people, but she wasn't messy. And I just feel like this is you literally trying, Erica, be clear who I'm talking to. This is you literally trying to gain clout off of Nikki and then trying to gain clout off of Coi. So the entire thing is just messy, and like, who's gonna want to perform? Who's gonna perform with you? What? You not gonna get Nikki, and then if you're thinking of getting Cardi's all about supporting and empowering women. So you're not gonna get Cardi, and your name ain't big enough to get Lauryn Hill. Shit, she don't even pay her taxes, let alone pay attention to you. I don't know. This is just really sad. And Erica, you're so pretty. Like, whoever put your makeup together, they need to help you put your career together, because right now your messaging is off and your sales are going to stay off. And I don't know what you sold, but at least Coi sold 11,501 album, or pretty more now. And Coi, you know, you have an open invitation to come on my show. And Erica, you can come on my show too. Well, Coi heard what happened and she clapped back. This is what she said.
Erica Banks is throwing shade. You know, how do you respond to that?
You know, you gotta let bitches play the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can't even feed it to negative energy. Like, at the end of the day, what you put in this earth is always going to come back to you, right? What you put in this earth will come back to you. So if that's the energy she gonna put out there, that's the energy she gonna get. We all know what's up. Like, come on.
She said that, you know, Nicki Minaj collabs with girls who can't rap. Do you think that was a dig at you, a shot at you? Or?
Definitely was a shot at me, because we got to collab.
Right.
So
do you think she's jealous because she hasn't collabed with Nicki Minaj?
I think that people are still learning. And as an artist, even myself, as an upcoming artist, you go to a development stage and you learn a lot. And I feel like she just might be at that stage. You know, God forgive. So in the future, you know, she might look back at it and might want to be like, you know what? I wish I would have looked at things different. I apologize. Maybe, you know, I want to go about things different. That's what a real bitch would do. Not a rap bitch, a real bitch.
Right.
Period.
So you're not mad at Erica Banks?
I don't give a fuck about Erica Banks.
And I had to get a Dorito because I got hungry. She said what she said. She said what she said. Well, anyway, Coi, you're cute, you're sweet, you're smart, and you're talented, because people fuck with you. And I actually, when I used to see people body shame her, I love her body too. She's a young woman growing into herself, and she got her own little swag. She's like a Melrose Fairfax kind of going to like Supreme store girl. Bye. I'm getting tired, y'all. I need a nap or something. I've been up since 4 o'clock. But I can't go just yet because I got to tell you where to get this merch. You can go to HollywoodUnlocked.com/shop right now, and you can go buy this vintage wear. But then you could also be a fan and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/HollywoodUnlocked. You know what? I don't see none of y'all doing the super chats anymore. Y'all just said, fuck it. I should start saying no super chat. We're not doing no live conversation. So I gotta do an interview in a minute. Follow us on Instagram. Here's our Instagram page right now, @GagNation. You can go over there. We're verified, so follow us. And yeah, I left Bigo. I still pop up here and there, but I'm coming back to something real soon. So be on the lookout for that. But if you're in the area and you want to be a part of our movement here, you can also rent Hollywood Unlocked Studios and bring your podcast to life or do a photo shoot. Here it is. Take a look. Welcome to Hollywood Unlocked Studios. Hollywood Unlocked Studios is a full-service, high-end, one-stop shop for all people who want to create podcasts, photo shoots, or other content. When I started Hollywood Unlocked, it was my podcast, Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored, that actually put me on the map. And so I understood how important it was to be able to put texture to a brand. But what I didn't know was where to find the resources to get the help that I needed to bring those dreams to life. And now that I'm making it, I want to make the opportunity available to you to be able to come in and create your own podcast, do a photo shoot, or create your own dreams right here in the middle of Hollywood in a full service, one-stop shop to service your needs. To join our community or rent the space to bring your dreams to life, go to hustudios.com. Thank you to M-Town Boy for the $10 super chat. We appreciate you.
Yes.
So I'm going to say this. There's 3,000 people or whatever watching. We're having a mixer on Friday. I can send you the invitation if you rent the studio. So anybody that rents the studio between now and Friday will be invited to the mixer, and I'll be there. All right. Don't just show up either, because we do have security and we ain't playing. Thank you, Jamila, for the $1.99. All right. Well, it's time to gag with me. Let's go. That was the emoji that y'all got, or the sound effect. 142 Gaggy. That's how you come on the screen. That's how you come on the phone. And then here's the link to the screen. Let's put the number up too. Okay, there you go. So get in the queue. I know the queue is full. We'll start cycling people in and out. I'm not gonna be here all night, y'all. It is 8:21. Damn. Let's take a phone call. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Jason, how you doing?
Bitch, I'm all right. I'm gagging.
Jason, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hey, I just wanted to make a comment about the Megan thing real quick. I definitely think she's telling the truth. I don't think Megan is lying, because she's clearly the only person who got shot. So somebody shot her. So I definitely believe her right now. I don't see reason why she would lie. So I'm kind of leaning on the side of Megan. I don't know why people are doubting her, because nobody else got shot in the car but her. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you think that Megan's telling the truth?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
You think that Megan's telling the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're one of
because nobody else got. Yeah, but nobody else got shot, Jason. So who? I mean, if she got shot in the foot, and it's been proven that she got shot in the foot, and the other people did get shot, nobody else got shot. Somebody shot her in the car, don't you think? So why would she lie? Somebody had to shoot her.
Don't you just wish that? Don't you just wish that a camera from a nearby home just picked it up and just released the video so we all knew what actually happened?
But when we look at the helicopter beaming down when she was limping with the blood on the ground, and then when she went to the doctor and they proved that she got shot. So I'm saying somebody had to shoot her in the car, or he was shooting her like
one person that we haven't heard from. One person that we haven't heard from yet is a security guard. So I want to see what his testimony is going to give.
Well, if he's a part of his thing, I think he's probably going to protect him more. I think that's why so many spins, being put out there on his side. But I really didn't hear anything negative from Megan. I mean, I get it that she would definitely, I probably would have did the same thing, knowing how many black people get shot for any kind of reason. And if they think it's a gun in the car or something, they just start shooting. So for me, I tend to believe her a little bit that she was trying to protect everybody regardless that she got shot. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I mean, it's not good to lie at that moment, but I get it if you're scared for your life in a sense. But I don't know. I think she's telling the truth. We'll see. But I believe her.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
I don't think she will lie. Megan's a big star, right?
Thank you. Go ahead, Sharon. I don't control the button. I didn't hang up. I don't control the button. That's Johnny. So I just want to
hi Jason. I want to say congratulations.
Wait. Don't you hate when people don't know when to hang up though? It's like after the when somebody's trying to get you off the phone. Yesterday, never mind. Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
I'm hearing you say okay, and it wasn't clicking, but okay. But I want to say congratulations on your picture in XXL magazine. You look fabulous.
Not just a picture. This is a whole interview.
The whole interview next to the baby, you know what I'm saying, who could be little baby right now because his picture is littler than yours. But that's neither here or there. I'm really proud of you, but I can't say I'm surprised. I've been saying this. I mean, so congratulations. With Megan Thee Stallion, Jason, I believe that I believe Megan. I think she sounds like a traumatized woman. And Megan, if I was you, don't believe Tory about no motherfucking $1 million, because if he had $1 million, bitch, he would have used it for them hair plugs on his motherfucking head, as it was shown needed in the goddamn picture that was just shown on Gagging. I feel like tell your story. Now that part about y'all not fucking, I don't believe that shit. When a nigga is hitting it from the back, goddamn, the height don't motherfucking matter. Okay, so I think what it is, Megan was fucking him. She's embarrassed that she was fucking a nigga that needed hair plugs to begin with and that was balding at the age of 29. And I think she's just a little bit embarrassed, but we all have some ugly ones in our pocket. Now, Kylie Jenner. Of course, I think that Chris knew that Kylie was sleeping with Tyga at 16, 17 years old. Why wouldn't she? It was time for her to get the fucking work. It was time for her to start popping that pussy, just like it was for Kim. Kim started at 23. Goddamn, motherfucking Kylie started younger. They keep getting younger and younger. It is what it is. Now, I do think that, you know what I'm saying, nobody would have known who the fuck it did what it needed to do. Nobody would have known who Kylie was if she wouldn't have stole Blac Chyna's man and fucked him. You know what I'm saying? Because let's keep it real, Kylie Jenner was the ugly duckling out of her and Khloe. So you know, I think Kylie needs to keep it cute because she's one surgeon knife away of looking just like Khloe again, or looking like Caitlyn, whichever one, her dad, her mom, whichever one. Now, Bobby Shmurda not having fucking anybody, I don't really give a fuck. I think that it's good that he's not fucking nobody because that nigga is ugly and we don't need no baby Bobby Shmurda is walking around. Now, Joe Rogan, I think the nigga is really sorry? No, because you can't say you're sorry and then brag about how many subscribers went up from what you're saying you're sorry for. This was white privilege at its finest, folks. Benzino, I think it's fucked up that Corey wants to take his dad's Instagram down, because if we didn't know who the fuck Benzino was, we wouldn't know who the fuck you were, because your music is not and that's just what I feel about Corey. Now, Erica Banks, you are right. Everyone cannot rap, and that is including you, bitch. I don't know what to tell you except see if Benzino will adopt you, because he don't want Coi Leray no more. Now, remember, there is nothing too messy for the messy report, and we cover the mess, so you don't have to stress. That's all, Jason.
Did you call her Corey? Because it's definitely Coi.
No, I said Coi Leray.
Oh, it sounded like Corey. I thought that was shade. Like, why would you call her Corey?
No, I know the bitch because I don't like her music. It ain't hitting. You would watch. You ain't even gonna listen to what you downloaded.
I'm downloading and listening to the whole thing. Hello, Amberlynn.
Hey now. Okay, so first of all, before I even jump into it, I want to say Christina is actually pregnant.
Oh, really?
I seen the video and her belly is huge. It's round. It's hard. It is a baby in that motherfucker. Okay. There's a baby in there. Okay. She's almost due. Okay. So for the Megan Thee Stallion situation, from what I heard, allegedly, Kelsey was fucking with Tory Lanez. Megan Thee Stallion started fucking with Tory Lanez behind Kelsey's back. They all went to the party, and then he's flirting with old girl, and she starts arguing with him like, oh, nigga. And then Kelsey like, oh, wait a minute, y'all fucking? Because why is you arguing with my nigga? You know we fucking. You know what I'm saying? They get into an argument. She jump out the car. Kelsey is the one that shot her. They said that there was no GSR, which is gunshot residue. It wasn't on Tory Lanez. It wasn't on the security guard. It wasn't on Megan Thee Stallion, but it was on Kelsey. So she shot her. I think that they tried to make a big story out of it to see if they could blow up off of it or whatever. Megan Thee Stallion is fucking lying. I think that her and her friend was fucking on the low. You know what I'm saying? And she was jealous that old girl started fucking on Tory Lanez, so she started fucking him, and it just turned into a big ass situation and somebody got shot. Niggas was drinking, they was partying, they was turning up. Bobby Schmurder looks like a chocolate covered blowfly, okay? Don't nobody care what his dick look like or what he's doing with the bitches. I'm glad he got cut. He needs to take a break. Nobody cares. Joe Rogan looks like an uncircumcised dick. I'm so tired of his ass with his racist ass comments. You wouldn't like if I said lay down with crackers, wake up with crumbs. You wouldn't like if I called you a translucent see-through bitch. You know what I'm saying? So stop coming for us, regardless. And the white people, the reason why he's still blowing up is because a lot of people feel the way he feels, and they're blowing him up to make sure that he stays out in the motherfucking public. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody... Bitch, and with the Coy Leray situation, sis, I'm gonna need you to take this situation with your father offline. Stop talking about it. Stop doing interviews. Y'all got personal issues, evidently, because y'all both coming at each other. If you want something in your career, you need to realize that you was fooling around in this nigga ball sack, okay? And he laid down with a woman to make you. So you need to be grateful that you here. Try to do something with the clout and the fame that your daddy gave you. You know what I'm saying? And stop tripping offline. And Erica Banks, bitch, you barely blew up off of a fucking TikTok fucking shit that went viral because bitches started dancing to it. That's the only reason why you even got a couple motherfucking albums, bitch. So I need you to stop talking about their situation before you get canceled. Because you know niggas get canceled.
Therapy. It's good for everybody.
Therapy.
Well, look who it is. How are you?
Not a Bell twin.
Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Show can't. It must be God.
No, she done been gone so
Can
long.
you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I had my mic muted. That's my bad. But yeah, you rang, so I'm here.
Who rang?
I'm here. You rang. What you mean who rang? You rang.
You know what you
You
said?
rang the West Coast
You
Bells.
said many things, so we're not gonna even go there. Because you're talking about boring. Your hair is boring, your face is boring, your show's boring, everything that you do is boring. You want to talk about Jason's show is boring. Yeah, I fucking
Okay.
ring.
Right, okay. And that's good that you saying all that. All that is a lie. And everybody that knows you knows that that's a damn lie. Yes,
Really?
that's a lie.
Everybody knows you
Yes.
said it.
Anyways, I didn't come here for you. The only time I will run into a bitch like you is if I need to buy some food stamps. And that's why I don't come. But back to the show.
If you're watching, you know what she said. Please come on the show. We were all in a group together.
Yes. Back to the show.
It's boring. Why are you here?
See, me and you would never run into each other except on a show like this unless I need to buy some food stamps. Unless I need to buy some food stamps. And that's what that is.
You're not running
Period.
into me. Don't let the face fool
Period.
you.
Yeah, we would never run into each other.
Yeah.
We would never run into each other, else you wouldn't be talking all that shit. But anyways, back to the show. What we're gonna watch and what we're gonna witness is a whole white family turn into a black family, i.e. the Kardashians. They going to a whole new level. I ain't never seen a whole generation go from white to black. And yes, Megan was embarrassed. She was embarrassed because she was still in love with that nigga and she knew he was fucking her friend. And she still wanted to be with him. So she wasn't trying to protect them. She's not telling the whole story because she was trying to protect him. And Jason, you said sex with a straight man.
Girl, you are boring as fuck.
I just gotta know this. Sex with a straight man. When you say sex with a straight man, is it almost like feminine thing that like, I don't know. Don't he have to be on the spectrum somewhere?
No, I think that, I've said this for years. I think that sexual evolution is something that a lot of people explore and figure out. I think women have been doing it for decades and now men are doing it more in the open. And, I love everybody exploring who they want to be. Gay, bi, lesbian, trans, they, them, this and them. I want everybody to be whoever they want to be and express themselves however they want. Sometimes the straight man don't know how to express himself, so I help him out.
Right. And that boyfriend for 10 days a month, that ain't bad. I mean, that's not no bad idea. I think that's a pretty good deal. Is he fine?
Yeah, he's very fine, but I'm looking for a little bit more permanency. When I met somebody that I recently liked and that I'm investing time in, everybody remembers Little Spoon. Well, this is medium-sized spoon. I'm still big spoon, but this is medium-sized spoon. And I like him. I actually will say publicly, I like this person. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. And something else I noticed about when stuff like this happens, when white people blow up because they was hating on black people or being racist and stuff, is because white people that hate black people stick together more than black people that supposedly love black people. So every time people like Joe Rogan or somebody make a racist statement or do something racist or kill a black person, then that's when they blow up and they get all these supporters and get all this money and gain all these followings, because they hate black people. The people that hate black people stick together more than black people that supposedly love black people. And that's my take on that.
Well, listen.
And Ben V don't need to stay off the damn internet. He is jealous of Koi. And he need to, his day came, he need to come support his daughter. Shit.
Let me get a couple more people in here. It's good to see you. I ain't see you in a while. Glad to see you're back. All the Gag Nation stuff. You and Amber Lynn should probably have a conference. I don't know. They've been saying y'all was talking about the show. I said, what they talk?
Jason, we support everything you do, from gagging, Hollywood Unlocked, Bigo, all that.
Hold on. Okay, so let me say this. I vibrate at a level now where I don't even hear hate. So I don't know what's true or not, but welcome back to the show. Good to see you. Let me ask Jameer. Jameer, what's your thoughts? Weigh in, and then let's keep it pushing.
Alrighty, so about the whole Megan Thee Stallion thing, I do want to say this. I do think two things could be true at the same time. So I do believe that something actually did happen to her, like she actually did get shot. But something about this interview just seems so performative. Like it seems like she's trying to get the approval of white people, or she's trying to get them on her side, instead of really sticking true to, coming to like Hollywood Unlocked, the Breakfast Club, having the conversation where the culture who truly support her is going to watch. The crocodile tears I couldn't quite get with. Like, to me, if you're going to cry, if you're going to tell your story, let it all out, because right now the ball is not really in her court. And I don't like how she's trying to make it seem like she's embarrassed of messing with Tory Lanez, because if anybody remember during 2020, Tory Lanez was the most popular thing out because of Quarantine Radio. I feel like she jumped on that bandwagon, and that helped make her bandwagon. That helped make her even bigger. I'm sorry, I heard myself. But yeah, so to me, I think that if she gonna do it, she needs to tell the truth. Like, give that ugly Tyrese cry. Like, I just feel like she was too performative in that interview. That was my opinion about that. But protect black women, because that's what we're supposed to do, right?
Well, I will say that there was a lot said there, and I hope Mega's watching and that she responds accordingly. But go ahead, finish.
Alrighty, and then with Kylie Jenner and Blac Chyna, I actually do believe that Blac Chyna sent her that threatening text message counting the days, because she was counting down the days until her ass turned 18, so that she can legally either beat her ass or threaten her. So I do believe that. And if you heard that Spice song, she said that Black. I do believe that. But if you was listening to that Spice song, you just threw me off with that. I'm sorry. You just threw me off. In the words of Spice, she said that Blac Chyna was Tiger's poom poom, and then Kylie Jenner used her poom poom to take Tiger from Blac Chyna. So if Blac Chyna was smart, like you said, Jason, she need to get that song played in court. She need to get the episode of Kendall Jenner's Sweet 16 on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, because if you recall that episode, that's when Tiger first came in contact with the family. And in that episode, I watched it before we came on the show. They was very much flirting in that episode. Season 6, episode 16, Kendall Jenner Sweet 16. And the last thing I want to say about Benzino, Coy Leray need to go put Buzz Lightyear back in the fucking toy chest. He's shaped like Buzz Lightyear. This nigga already had his time. He's fucking jealous of his daughter, and it's a fucking shame. And when it comes to Erica Banks, I actually do want to correct you, Jason. She actually did chart on Billboard Hot 100 at number 47. She did chart. I never heard the song because it was a viral TikTok challenge, but she did chart on Billboard Hot 100. But
Well, I'm
she's
sorry,
a trash
I
rapper.
only pay attention to the top 10 list anyway. So I mean, we don't talk about number 47 or 67 or 37. But thank you. You're the one fan that actually do that. Nunu, you're still on bed rest. How's that going?
It's going good. I made it to 32 weeks. So blood pressure good, everything good.
Wait, I need to understand, how many weeks does a kid stay in the oven? So it's 36?
So full term is 40 weeks. They consider full term 36 to 40 weeks. So if I make it to 36 weeks, he doesn't have to go to the NICU unless he has like jaundice or something going on.
So you and Christina's kids could play together, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why are you?
Okay, so you or Halo have anything you want to add?
I want to say congratulations on your pregnancy. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Goddess.
No, go ahead, babe. No, the only thing I wanted to say was about the Kylie and thing. Really, Tiger and Blac Chyna really used them. It was nothing about no black culture. They got what they got. You know, they got their publicity.
I feel like everybody was using everybody. Like everybody,
Right.
everybody. And
I mean, Tiger was all right, but I mean, you know, he was using her.
Yeah. And I feel like they be getting, this is one thing I will say to Kris Jenner. She be setting up all these plays and then people get mad that the play ends for them. Well, the play is their play. It's their field. It's their game. You're just invited to be a part of it for a certain period of time. Sometimes your time
sorry the money ran out.
Sorry the money ran out, you know?
And it
I
is
just
what
pray
it
they all
is.
think about Dream. You know, that's what matters is Dream. In the end,
No,
that's
but she
all who
had
matters
one.
now.
The thing
You
about
know?
it is that Blac Chyna had the gold mine. She had it. She messed it up. Truthfully, her craziness and her, you know, what they say that she uses drugs. Really, I believe that her erratic behavior really messed that up. You can't go. See, it's bigger than what you see on the outside. And Jason, you know that. Like when you have personal relationships with these people behind the scenes and publicists and stuff like that, just as a black person, period, there's a certain way that you have to move. Even as a light-skinned black person, if you got black in you, period. If they even sense it in you, you know, because corporate is always ready to put you in your place. Doesn't matter what. That's across the whole field. That's in any profession.
But we have to fight that though. You know, I feel
We
like
can
we
fight
still
it.
have
We
to
can fight it
that.
all we want, but that's the point. Is we can fight it all we want to, but it's 236.9 million white people in America.
And that's okay because listen, slavery was back then. Slavery's not down. You know,
it ain't.
That's how I
but
feel.
it's bigger. It's bigger than slavery. We're all slaves.
Well, listen,
You look at the 2000.
Wait.
Matter of fact, look at the 2014. Look at the 2014 interview with Kanye West, The Breakfast Club. Just watch that, and he said he was way ahead.
No. Watch the 2022 interview with Kanye West and Jason Lee. How about that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Was it just me or did the whole energy shift in that last segment? The whole energy just shifted. That's all I got. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Follow me on all social media. Just put it up. Get the newsletter, HollywoodUnlocked.com. Baby, and download it. Download it. Honey. I don't even have no thoughts. Here's my thoughts and prayers. Be with God. Good night.